What's up, people? It's your girl Adiola, guys. Despite the heavy military presence on our streets today in various cities across Nigeria, by the way, it's so sad that the Nigerian government will send out troops against protesters, against their own citizens in a democratic country. In fact, they had helicopter out. But despite all that, guys, Nigerians came out en masse.
The government cannot be enjoying on our behalf. They are buying private jets and people are staying under the bridge. If the vice president says that those protesting for their rights, for their life, for their survival are idiots, then the vice president is an idiot.
Nigerian citizens, this is what they say. We are hungry. Why they are
And the protest started out peacefully, people just making their intentions known.
My son is into programming. At 13 years, he can develop game and send to phone and they can play it. But I can't even afford to subscribe data for him. I won't stay and waste the future of my child. 13-year boy that can program. I won't stay and waste the future. I'd rather die for my son's future.
Can't jẹun nìkan lẹ́yìn oúnjẹ kò sí service. Owó tí mo fi san school fees ọmọ mi mo lọ yá ní báńkì lápò ni. Mo wá ń san ní 99,000 lọ́sẹ̀.
Some were even singing and dancing. See, Nigerians are actually easygoing. Like, based on real data, we used to be the happiest country on earth. But then we also saw the pro-government protesters protesting against the protesters.
On your mind, please. On your mind,
Wow. Okay, the funny thing though is that for some reason when they interviewed some of them, it appeared that they had no idea they were supposed to speak in praise of the government.
Drink Gary now. 1,000 will not take you of drinking Gary. Where they say before 100 naira you will drink Gary and do what you want to do. So now we are coming to make him to know that things are very hard with us. Let him consider us.
What are you saying?
Thank you. So we're also going to...
Wow, these people are confused. So we found out that they promised them 5,000 naira to protest against the protesters. How much is that? Like about $3.
Why you going to say no protest? It's because of the 5,000.
It's because of the 5,000 naira they give to us this morning.
Yes.
That's the reason why we come out.
Wow. But then, guys, the sad thing is some police officers started shooting tear gas at protesters.
Right now, there is a show of force from the men of the armed forces, as you can see.
Like, why? We are not your enemy. What the people are fighting for, it's also for your own benefit. If this protest is a success, you will benefit from it. And then in some places, thugs hijacked the protest. Like in Kano, for example, they started destroying properties and they started looting. What would they do with traffic lights? The good thing is the police in Kano were able to recover some of the food items that the thugs were looting and they arrested some of them. By the way, there are reports that the police killed at least 3 protesters. These were people that were fed up with the situation of things in the country and decided to make their voices heard.
It shocked me. It would be like say tear gas actually causes tears. The police there, those are the protesters. I refuse to go back. Because what did we do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. And I don't blame the police because they follow orders. So please, let us continue working. People that are hungry, people in Lagos, people in Benue, I especially have the people of Zamfara and Katsina at heart because they are constantly being killed and no one is doing anything about it. I'm surprised that the government has so much police and street operators, but they refuse to deploy them to where they're actually needed.
The sad thing is, I've seen some Nigerians blaming these people for protesting. Instead of blaming the government that is waging war against its own people, instead of calling out the police that fired the shots, they are blaming the people for wanting their voices to be heard. Let's not blame victims. That's exactly what this government wants. They want people to be so afraid that they no longer ask for better or hold them accountable. I mean, there was a man that was protesting naked. Did you guys see that? A grown man. People are truly finding it hard to make ends meet. When you tell them not to talk, not to complain, not to protest, what alternative are you giving them? Do you want them to just go back home and continue living the way things are when it's so difficult for them to survive from day to day?
Wanted to camp us, wanted to tell us not to speak. We spoke during the military. Mr. President today, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the #1 protester. A million is the language of protest. And so, nobody can stop us. Thank you.
It's like you are telling them to accept things the way they are. We should tell the security forces not to shoot. For those who have lost their lives in this protest, may their souls rest in peace and our deepest condolences to their loved ones. It's not supposed to be like that. Guys, just imagine if our security men and women would walk with the people without intimidating them, without harassing them, without shooting tear gas at them, and they just walk side by side with them peacefully. Can you imagine what that would look like? In fact, I am so happy that not all the police officers out there today were against the protesters. Huge shout out to the policemen and women that were giving out water to protesters. What we want to see. Thank you so much. And we also saw a police commissioner that was addressing protesters in Edo State.
Yes, Nigerian youth. Yes, Nigerian youth. Yes, Nigerian youth.
Wow. Thank you so much, my father. We would love to see more of that. The sad thing is, up till now, the president has not addressed the people. I mean, what will it take for the president to address the nation?
I bought this granite oil 1,000 naira. Half bottle. Onions is 500 naira, just 3 pieces. Pepper is 1,000 naira. You don't even reach that. Where are we going to? We are dying,
And you still say they should not protest? Wow! Who protests?
Day 1 of the proposed 10
and
days.
There will be day 2. There will be day 3.
Don't forget to subscribe if you're yet to. Alright guys, it's been real. I'm keeping you right up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until tomorrow, I must see you all there. Peace out.